was?
Who?
The improv guy.
Oh, Del Close.
Del Close.
The Herald.
Yeah, don't think. They say.
Yeah.
Okay, we're live.
We're live, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Brian McCarthy. Stage right is, of course, Adam Hineker. If you're listening, it's a podcast, and you can share it and tell your friends, or just, people are always coming to me and saying, do you recommend a show, movie, or whatever. I always say the same thing. I always say, have you seen Krull, the action epic from the 80s? You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, no, I don't.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's
Krull?
Yeah, you remember when Conan the Barbarian came out, which is an awesome movie?
Okay.
You've seen Conan, right?
I mean,
come on, really?
Yeah. Well, when I was a boy, on television, probably on USA or something.
Yeah, but there's titties in it and stuff. So whatever you saw was.
So I didn't get to see. No, I probably didn't see the.
I like when they bring Conan and they sit him down when he was a. He was a slave. He was a big. The reason why he got so muscly is because he had to push this big wheel thing around.
Right.
And then they bring him and they sit him down and they turn him into like a gladiator. And they sit him down and they go, Conan, what are the 3 greatest things in life? And he goes, to kill your enemies, to drive them before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
Oh my God, it's like he's here.
Yeah, I do lots of impressions.
Right.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Want to hear my Elvis?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm going to come over here and make us some peanut butter and bacon sandwiches and things of that nature.
Shooting TV.
Yeah, shooting TV, right. Yeah.
Little lady.
Right.
Whoa, your phone just started playing.
Oh, did it really? I don't know. I have the new iPhone 15, and it's fucking.
Is it titanium?
It is titanium.
Oh, nice.
But it's all kind of weird. Yeah, but there's a weird button. Like, there's no more ringer on-off, like, little switch thing.
Oh, shit. Right.
Anyway, once Conan the Barbarian came out, which was a huge hit, they started making all of these, like, sword and sorcery, like, shitty movies to kind of, like,
Gotcha.
It was like a genre.
That was, that's hot at the moment. And
so Krull, it was this guy, and he had it was kind of like a boomerang, but it looked like a hand, and it had like little talons on the end of it, and he would throw it around, and that's pretty much all I've got. But that was sort of what the thing was. But
he was played by Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin was his father. It was, when you look up Krull for a second,
give me 1 second. I'm doing a little
doing
bit
your
of
thing. So
business here.
If you're listening, thank you. It's a podcast. So what I'm saying is people ask me. So, I know there's 8 million things that you can listen to. So we certainly appreciate you listening to this, but it would be great if you told your friends. And of course, we have the Patreon, which is so much fucking fun. And that's Patreon.com/Brian McCarthy. And of course, if you're watching, it's on YouTube or Facebook, and all the social media crap you can see is on Brian M. Show. That is on Instagram and TikTok. I'm pretty sure Adam puts it on a crawl behind us.
Right at the bottom there.
Right at the bottom. I used an industry term there, a crawl. We do the Krylon.
Yeah, a little ticker.
Yeah.
I call it a ticker.
Okay, well, you're the professional. So, I guess that's pretty much it. That was a good show. So thank you, everybody, for listening, and we'll get back to it. But as you can tell, we are in one of our favorite gay songs. Well, it's not really a gay song. It's a song with gay guys in it. Doesn't matter. It
kind of becomes a gay song.
Yeah, they don't have ladies' night.
No, probably not.
No, they don't have.
They might bring their girlfriends or mimosas.
Their beards.
No, they're hags, I would say.
Yeah. You can't say fag hag anymore. It's kind of a shame. I mean,
it's the first part. You're supposed to not say that. Yeah, but the hag's fine. I just say hag. No, you know what I mean.
I understand. You're saying it without saying it. Like when I just look at somebody who has lots of like gaudy clothes, and I go rich, and everyone knows what I mean.
Right.
Everyone knows what I mean.
Yeah, the fag is implied.
Yes, exactly.
I should say the fag is silent.
Yes, ag.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Hag.
Shout out to Marcella told me that, like, if you go on Instagram and you put a hashtag like say Pornhub, you'll get flagged. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah,
okay. Well, I mean,
she knows because she's a porn lady.
But I mean,
deals with the daily persecution.
Yes. So she'll put like Pornhub.
Oh, wow. I didn't know the workaround.
People like work it around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I put Rape Hub, which is just as bad as Pornhub.
Right.
Yeah. I go kitty porn. I go
weirdly, this is worse.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag bareback sex kitty porn. Yeah,
Right.
it gets me in a real pickle.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't say fag hag, which is a shame because it is a word that really rhymes.
It's really, yeah.
Everyone knows exactly what that word is.
We have to get like a surrogate, like a gay proxy to say it for us.
Yeah, like oh god, a queer queen.
Yeah.
That's terrible though. It's no fun.
A queer queen. Oh, you mean? Oh,
Like
you're talking about different words.
Yeah,
for
like
it.
I'm looking for a way to
queer. Queer is a funny word,
Queer is funny,
and it's kind of like a legit word, right? I mean,
yeah,
queer.
yeah. But you're saying queer. We're trying to. Okay, if I understand correctly, we're looking for a way to be able to say fag hag without using fag, right? But you're also.
Sure.
What is a fag hag? Well, it is certainly it's a woman.
Oh, fruit. How about fruit fly? I heard that one.
Oh,
that's a good
actually
one.
That's actually not bad at all.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Fruit fly.
It's not my original, but I did hear that as a substitute.
The only, and again, I know we're just spitballing here, and we'll have this worked out in a couple of weeks. But the only problem with fruit fly for me is that fag hag to me implies like a zoftig woman, like a big boned gal.
Okay.
There's something like because almost fag hag is like, ooh, okay, fog hog. Because you're,
boy, I said boy.
yeah, because you're getting rid of the.
You a fog hog.
Yeah, you're getting rid of this.
I like it.
Yeah, it's the same vowel. It's a vowel. You're swapping out A's for O's, and hog is a shitty term for a bigger girl, but
Yeah, which a lot of times they are
Yes.
bigger ladies.
And for those of you who are listening who don't even know what a fag hag, fog hog, fruit fly is, it is a girl typically that doesn't attract the attention of heterosexual men, so they hang out with gay guys to have some male companionship, and more often than not, they will also be a beard, and which means like a gay guy will bring a fag hag, fog hog, fruit fly around to his family and people that don't know that he's gay or not, and he'll be like, "This is my girlfriend," and she's over there like in a size 38 polka dot dress, leafing through a Lane Bryant catalog.
You can also actually be. I went out with a chick once, and then she never wanted to see me again. But she was like really hot, and she was she was one of those. So there's a spectrum.
There is
in New York City, at least. Maybe,
and I would
that's metropolitan.
I would counter. I don't really know what the term is, but I would never. I don't.
You
think
wouldn't call him that. You'd call him something else.
I wouldn't call a really hot girl that hangs out with gay guys a fag hag.
Okay.
It seems oddly derogatory, and fag hag. Fag hag to me, the implication when you say that.
wouldn't want to talk about an attractive woman like that.
Okay, I know this is all hurtful. I'm sorry, but like,
no, it's fine. It's funny.
We've gotten kicked off YouTube 9 times already.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is like when you I think the implication when you say fag hag is you're talking about a person who cannot get a date.
Got you. So this is like you sort of define it as it's by default.
By default,
Almost.
it's somebody who is right. And
Okay. All right.
and they may have like unrequited crushes
Yes.
on the gay
I feel
guy.
like that happens. That happens. I think you're right about that.
I think there's nothing sadder, by the way, if you see a girl like that, who is a beard and doesn't realize she's a beard. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like she's like, have you seen my boyfriend? Like, God, he's so into Flock of Seagulls and Depeche
Right.
Mode and
So Patty Rossborough,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, essentially, right?
She was
Yeah,
she's married to him.
She's like, we paint our own
Gay-
toenails. We, he's like, God, sometimes he picks out
He
my.
loves antiques more than I do.
Yeah, he pulls my outfits for him. He the other day he goes, I wish every meal was brunch.
Right.
My boyfriend.
It's what they on Family Guy or no American Dad. It's the most important gay meal of the day.
Yeah, it really is. Right.
Brunch.
She's like, and she gets into their physical stuff. She's like, he'd like to be intimate, but his parents were religious. You're
Yeah.
like, okay.
So he can't.
But I will say this, like I had a friend of mine, Wes, when I was in Baltimore and when I worked at Lens Crafters, and he, I know, look at me bragging, but
So good. I love that you would hitchhike to Lens Crafters.
Absolutely.
I think
What
that's
a-
my favorite detail
very
about your optical
yeah.
career.
I would stand on the corner of Middletown Road and West
Oh,
Rule Road.
God, it brings sometimes when I'm having a rough day, I just think about that.
And by the way, where I actually hitchhiked, I had to walk about a half a mile to even get to a place.
Get to a main strip.
To get to where you could hitchhike.
Where you could find a trucker that was confused about his sexuality.
Yeah. So, you want to sit on my lap as I'm driving in the back? I keep all
I'll let you pull the horn.
Yeah.
Kids boys like that, right?
Yeah. You know how many gears are in this truck? Well, there's one between my legs you can pull. We're going to break the speed limit of sexuality. Anyway, so I work with this guy, Wes Payne, and I had no idea he was gay.
Payne,
P-A-Y-N-E.
Wes Payne.
Very straight sounding name.
Yeah, it sounds like a cop, a Chicago cop.
Well,
Wes Payne.
And Wes was one of these guys that was clearly gay, little fat guy, and but either didn't know it or was not coming out. I will say this. I'll jump ahead for a second and say within about 4 years, he was the gayest person. Like, he was only 23 and he made up for that lost time. Like, he was
scant 4 years.
He was, oh yeah. It was like, if you could have shown him like in a crystal ball, like, you know how you're like biting your lip and reading the International Mail Catalog and wondering why you want to buy these boots that a guy in a G-string is wearing?
Right.
Like, in 4 years from now, you are going to be like ass up in a gay bathhouse like the one we're in now.
Right, exactly.
So, but what would happen is Wes, I sort of like the gateway drug to homosexuality is when you're gay and you're in the closet. But a lot of his friends, they were all like new wave kids. This is like 88.
Okay.
And there was a club in D.C. called Trax, Tracks, maybe Traxx, maybe. And it was a new wave club, and it was all ages. So we lived north of Baltimore. He lived in the middle of fucking nowhere. And but we would drive down to this. Like, he had friends that lived he was a couple years older than I am. He was like 18 or 19. They lived down in that area. We would go down there, and then we'd go to Trax together. And they were all the boys. They were all gay, but they had no idea that they were.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nowadays, nobody would have given a fuck.
Early gay behavior.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Which meant like Thompson twins and those clothes, and you could just be like, oh, they're not gay. They're like Boy George, for example.
Yeah, I'm not gay. I'm new wave.
Yeah, I had no idea that Boy George. I knew he was a guy, but I didn't know he was gay. I just thought he was like a guy. I mean, I never really.
Yeah, well, you don't really know what. I remember when my mom explained to me like what gay was, and
she now?
And I couldn't wrap my head around.
Did your father come in? Your father, I'm going to tell you, and then your dad's going to show
and
you.
Then your uncle's going to go.
Right, exactly. Knock on the door.
Your daddy's brother's going to come.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I had a gym teacher.
Yep.
And classic lesbian gym teacher.
Sure.
And I remember being like, people say she's a lesbian. I think I asked my mom about it. I don't know how old I was.
You were 25.
Yeah. It was just this past Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, it's like me and your dad, except like she's with. I actually think it was the home ec teacher was her partner.
Jesus.
She was like, so Miss Gerke. I think her name was Miss. I don't know. Anyways, they had like crazy names. They had like crazy lesbian names.
Yeah.
She's like they're like we
Miss,
are. And they,
Miss Cuntlicker.
Right. And she was like, and they, which is weirdly like progressive because my parents are kind of Christian.
Right.
And
I will say this. I feel that Christians and people, I think it's much easier for your mom to be like, this lesbian woman likes this lesbian woman. I would guarantee if you came in and you were like, my male gym teacher wears really short shorts.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right.
I think,
be right. But she worked with a couple of gay guys too.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe she was a fruit fly. I don't know. Maybe my mom was a beard. But
Well,
I just remember her being like, she's what me and your dad are, but with that lady. And I remember refusing. I said, agree to disagree.
Right.
I think maybe she likes women. I don't think she acts on it. I think that's too far for my brain to stretch. Anyways.
Yeah, I never really believed that anyone was actually. Let me tell you the thought that I have, because I do want to. I want to get back to the New Wave Club for a minute, but
yes, please.
I
get
had
back to Trax.
Yeah, Trax. It was fucking awesome, that place. But so I used to think when I was a boy, like not even like a little boy, but like 15, 16, 17, I would think like when you went into a gay bar that the gay guys wouldn't fight each other. Like, let's say you're in a gay bar, it's crowded, and you jostle an arm. You know, like when you're like a crowded gay bar and somebody spills their, I don't know, their stinger or their, Brandy Alexander or something, some kind of gay drink. I used to think like one guy would spill the other guy's drink, and they would look at each other, and instead of fighting like in a straight club, they wouldn't fight because they would fall in love.
They would make love to the death.
They would make love to each other.
Real?
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like we actually almost had opposite thoughts.
I was way too ready.
I thought that people were just like agnostics. I thought they were just like asexual.
No, I had this vision of like a gay guy
weren't straight,
with his fist up looking at another gay guy and just being like, I can't. You are too handsome. Let's not do this.
Yeah.
In a weird way, I thought a gay club was a safe place. Like it was like the only place where you could go in. It was like, and everyone there was, because of the, not even sexual energy, but the energy of just male attraction would make it so that kind of like two positive, like two magnets.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of, you might have had something there a little bit.
I don't think I've ever seen and I think if you did see a gay fight, I think if you did see a gay fight, it wouldn't be two like butch guys. It'd be a couple of like scratching,
couple of queens, couple of twinks,
like real scratchy, twink fight,
and people laying bets down.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of Filipinos,
right? I've got $40 on the bottom. That doesn't help me. All right,
you gotta be more specific.
Yeah, exactly. So how about I like the one on the halter top again. So I would go to tracks with Wes, and then what I would do is I would go there, and Wes and all of these, like, again, new wave friends of his, there would be all these girls that would hang out with them, and I would hook up with these girls because I was the only straight guy. And the irony of all of this is this is when I was really involved in musical theater, so everyone thought I was gay. So, like, Wes would look at me and go, "You're gay," and I'd be like, I'm not.
I don't think I am.
I don't think I am. Like, and meanwhile, so
you were like, fucking cranking one on his.
I have fucked many fag hags.
I always say like the best. I feel like the best place to pick up chicks is like a gay housewarming party or like any kind of gay.
Oh, I have a
birthday party, any kind of gay event.
I have a good one for you.
If you're a straight guy,
I don't know if I've told this to you or not. If so, it's been a while or something. But do you know the gay club? The Boiler Room? It's
I think that maybe is the only gay bar I've ever been to in New York City.
Whatever. You want to put your hand on a Bible and tell me that
today.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you who are listening, the Boiler Room is on 2nd Avenue and 4th Street. And I used to live with Jackie Christie, and I used to live 2 blocks away. And it was a gay club, whatever. So one night I'm there, and I would periodically I would go there. Just to your point, you go late at night, and you would just go there. But you had friends that were there. I would go with friends sometimes, or sometimes I lived on the way home from another place. I would pop into the Boiler Room alone because there might be just a girl with gay friends. Yeah, I would like look for that girl. So I'm in the Boiler Room, and I'm fucking wasted, and I see this girl, and she's kind of hanging out with these people, and she's hanging out, and I buy her a couple of drinks, and we're talking, and then she was like, I miss my train to get home. Can I stay? I was like, I told her, I'm like, I think even before that, I was like, I live 2 blocks away. Like, you want me to like go back and back my
train
place?
To my house is
let's keep this party going
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's get rid of these gays and really make this happen. Anyway, so I said something. I was like, hey, go to my house. She goes, oh yeah, that'd be great. I missed my train. So then she goes over to the bartender, and he pulls out this giant like backpack thing, and he gives it to her. And I was like, oh no, she's homeless.
Oh no.
So all right, now
so she missed her train.
Well, she was lying.
Where? Oh, okay.
Sure. It went from like I live on Long Island, and I missed my 3:15 train back to Ronkonkoma.
So she's done this before.
Or something like that. So maybe she goes, like, it was funny, like she probably played me, like she goes to a gay bar late at night to pick up the straight guy that comes in to look for.
What a interesting niche, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, no, it's very much.
What if don't a lot of nights, isn't there a lot of nights where there's not the.
Well, she probably then just goes to the park or something. I mean,
or a different bar. Maybe that's just one of her stops.
This may be a real Hail Mary for her. You know what I mean? Like she's just like, all right, let's get it.
It could just be on route to.
And also, I will say this because I remember this pretty vividly, and I remember like the bartender was. You have to. I'd like to think you'd have to be kind of a regular to go to the bartender and be like, hey, can you keep all my worldly possessions back here? You know, like
camping.
Right. My collection of electrical cords. Could you keep these, please? Other crazy things, bent spoons that are burnt. My junkie sack. So she grabs his bag.
Narcan.
Yeah, ever the gentleman. I put it on my shoulder. Get back to my apartment. And we
hit the showers probably, right?
Well, here's the thing. This is where she fucking got one over on me. We lay down, and I'm ready to do a little finger popping and whatever it is. And I remember like this is gross, but like I didn't want to. At this point, I didn't want to kiss her. And I noticed she looked a little gamey. Like, she looked a little. And again, it was summertime. So sweaty, gamey. Yeah, but I've been out all night too. I mean, it was fine.
Summer, not good transient season.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Not good times to pick up a drifter.
August is melon season.
You want to wait till the leaves start to turn.
You want a first frost before before you start taking home runaways. Right. Unless they're children, because children don't stink, you know. Like so.
Not yet, weirdly, right?
No, yeah. Once they have their menses,
until they're teens.
Yeah, that's when the blood comes, as I say. Anyway, so we're laying in bed, and I'm like, I'm trying to get something going here, and she goes like, "Hey, I'm really tired. Like, can we sleep? And like in the morning?" And I'm like, "Sure." Okay, so then we're in like we lay down.
I don't know if you have ever told me this. Full story.
I probably haven't. I mean, it's not because it's not like it doesn't sound like a great ending. So
I think I knew you for 8 years before I found out Gallagher sneezed in your bolognese.
See, I got a lot going on.
It's like where the fuck?
I know, right?
Where are these stories? Who are these people?
Who are these people? So we wake up the next morning and I'm like trying to like get. And now, by the way, it's like 10 a.m. So it's light out, but I'm determined to like, I had a job to do.
Couple of winks and now I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and she was kind of going for it a little bit, and then she went to the bathroom and came back, and then she was like, "Look, I got to get out of here." She was like, "I lost all my train money." So I gave her I had like $18.
Train money.
She was really on script about going on some sort of a train somewhere. And that was the narrative
she had lost
that she
her
was
money specifically for that.
Yeah. She came back out of the bathroom and she was like, "Wouldn't you know it?" And then I gave her the $18. I was kind of like, "Here you go." And then she got out of there. And then I went to the bathroom. When I came back, I realized that she had taken all of the change out of my change bowl.
Definitely.
So she had stolen 100%. All my change and taken my $18.
I was going to say, or what I thought you were going to say was you woke up and she was gone. Items were missing. Something like that.
Well, here's the thing. It was it was like a full size bed, which was backed up into the wall. So she would have had to crawl over me, and I don't know what. I mean, it would. I hear what you're saying, and that certainly could have happened. And I'm sure she would have preferred to. Plus, I had nothing to steal. I mean, again, you're right. So that was it. And then I would I would kind of look for her, and then not to be like, "Where's my fucking money?" But just around the neighborhood. But $18. I don't know. Yeah, but that was a thing. But anyway, so this Tracks Club, that was the thing that you could do. You could always go and meet people, and then
meet a lady that's just there. That's sort of
off
her guard,
who can't figure out why the guy that she likes. He'll go shopping with her, but he won't kiss her.
Always weighs in on her aesthetically, but not.
Now my lips taste like face powder.
Never laid a finger on her.
No, never. Well, and again, I see my mom listens to ever. She fucking hates when I talk about this shit. But my estranged half brother, he had a girlfriend years ago, 10, 11, 12 years ago, and she was very large. She would have fallen into this category.
Really?
Very much so. Yes. And I remember saying something along those lines to my mother, like, "Hey, what's going on with JP over here?"
Some kind of a détente.
Yeah, and
going on
it was not on the table to even be discussed.
Really?
Oh, and it was, but also it was like, "Look how pretty she is," and I was like, I remember like
that was what he said.
Yeah, my
or
mom
your
was.
mother.
My mom was really like she was really gilding the lily a little. You know,
did he not really date a whole lot?
Look, he just got married recently, so I guess
to a lady.
Yes, to a lady. Yes. As a matter of fact, like girl like you, he likes. I think she's like Jamaican or something. So
really,
yeah.
Oh, man after my heart.
I don't know. I always thought he was gay growing up. I mean, look, we're 17 years apart, so I didn't live in the same house as him. We're not close. We're certainly not close now. So I don't really know. Growing up, and again, I never was in the same house as him, but like he never had like a girlfriend and then when he started to have a girlfriend, it was like this girl who conservatively weighed 300 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so she was a real big lady.
She was huge. And I remember I took him aside when I first met her, and I was like, is this what you're into? You know?
Yeah, that would be my question too.
And he was like,
by all means, if that's.
I mean, and he was like, what? And I was like, are you like having sex with her? And he was like, hey, I'm like, dude, you're 23 years old. Like, full
of dice, man.
So a guy weighs,
and did he just kind of avoid the question?
Yes, he did. And he made
interesting.
He had mannerisms, but again, he's a young millennial. Like, look, gay, not gay, who really gives a shit anyway? But when I saw this girl with him, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is what this is. But she had no idea. She was under the impression. So maybe he was, I don't know. And maybe there are gays out there that will once in a while throw it in their fag hag.
I know a couple of gay guys that have had like to pay for abortions or whatever, weird situations like that where they were still sort of lying to themselves, and they threw one to a lady.
Dude, like
after prom or something.
My old manager, Mitch Stein, who was called into the show,
sure,
he has a daughter who's probably 26 now, 25.
Right.
And it's the only time he ever fucked a girl.
One shot, one kill?
One shot, one kill.
Holy
shit. Cream pied this girl and got her pregnant. And then and to his credit, he's been a great dad, and he's had more children.
I think that's great.
He's adopted.
He's had more. Okay.
He's adopted.
In like the gay way.
Yeah, the gay way. Kids. Right. Can't make a. You can have sex in a guy's butt all day long. You're not going to get him pregnant.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, exactly. You are. That is the safest kind of sex.
Yeah.
Ironically, it's the safest and yet most dangerous.
Picked out the color for the nursery for nothing.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I don't like Andy Cohen. I mean, who cares what I like or not like? But I have
taking a hard stand.
Yeah, I'm taking a hard.
Bravo.
Listen, everybody, we're gonna forget all that fag hag shit.
Cooper, you're next.
Yeah,
we're coming for you.
I'm coming for you. Right, exactly. And Graham Norton, you're on my radar.
Graham Norton.
Yeah,
I can't believe you even know who that is.
I know, right? All the top gays.
How about this? You know who Alan Carr is? That's my favorite gay Englishman.
I do know Alan Carr.
Alan Carr's great. You don't actually know him, do you?
I mean, no. But I mean, why do I? Is he an actor or is like a
comedian?
Okay,
it's like a gay comedian. He's like in that same.
Okay, he's they call them presenters.
Oh, presenter.
Yeah, he's a presenter.
He's fucking. He looks like a real life Austin Powers. Like he's got bad teeth.
Yes,
but he's super gay and frilly.
Yes, and then of course my favorite gay Scottish guy is Alan Cummings.
Okay.
You know,
I don't know Alan Cummings.
Sure you do.
I do?
Look him up.
Look him up.
But by the way, awesome.
You're very confident that I know.
Sure you do. He was Wolverine in X-Men.
Oh, okay.
No. He wasn't Wolverine. He was a Nightcrawler.
Yeah, you were thinking of...
he wormed his way into my heart.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, you know that guy.
I know he was Scottish.
Yeah, he's Scottish. And
wow, it's got to be a crazy accent.
Yeah. It's very gay and Scottish. Like, what do you know?
Wow.
Give it to me and me bum.
Yeah, I guess you gotta stay real breathy if you're because Scotland it does not lend itself.
It's time for piss play. It's time for piss play, boyo. Anyway, so yeah. So I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought now. Alan Cummings. So Andy Cohen.
Right.
I get.
Yeah, I remember we had an awkward conversation about this when it happened. When you were like, "Yeah, I just don't believe gays should."
I know. I got into it.
Have
I know.
children, but then once we got to what you were trying to say, I'm like, "Oh, you're saying you think they should just adopt?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't.
Because like,
Yeah, I
why
think
do that? Like,
yeah.
why?
Yeah, surrogates to me are it's really it's very narcissistic.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Agree.
I have very good friends of mine that do. I was going to say IBF. I have very good friends of mine that have irritable bowel function.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I have friends of mine that have in vitro children.
Yes.
And I understand that, but that for me is on the road towards, you know, not
Sure.
adopting,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is. So
it gets crazy now. People have like 12 children. They'll have like a litter when they do that too.
Well, also, what happens is, and I don't know like why medically, but if you do in vitro, more often than not, you'll have twins. That's
Yeah.
why you'll see a lot
Twins
of
or triplets.
yeah,
or whatever.
triplets, quadruplets, whatever, octomom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no. So I feel like, and again, maybe you're putting a lot on a gay guy or a gay couple, but I feel like you almost have an obligation. If you're gay, to adopt a gay child that could need the help. I don't know. Who knows?
Right. Well, I mean, honestly, the thing I'm nervous about is like I don't know, weird complications and shit like that. I'm not carrying the kid. Do you know what I mean? But
Oh.
I'm even kind of want to go the gay guy route just because I'm like, I don't know. There's like a
But what do you
bunch
mean?
of kids
you're
that
not going to get pregnant anyway. Oh, I hear what you're saying.
no.
Well, they could. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're talking about not doing in vitro.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about like not even doing like just adopting or doing like a foster whatever,
Yes,
just because
yes.
you're like,
Yeah,
I don't know, seems kind of
it's well, they can do that amniocentesis thing. They can get in there. You know what I mean?
like that's what I'm saying is that's what I would do if there was any barrier to entry, like if when the time comes they're like, oh, your sperm is like garbage,
Right,
or like
Yeah.
she's doesn't have the right fucking shaped
Sure.
uterus or something,
Yeah.
like shit like
Fallo-
that.
Something with those fallopian tubes, maybe some sort of
Because
fallopian
I'm
tube.
in my 40s, she's in her 30s. Like you don't know,
Yeah.
really.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yeah.
So if there's any kind of
Right.
resistance, I'm going. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
The idea of like two rich gay guys like sitting at like a brunch party in their friend's townhouse, and like
Right.
while they're talking about their surrogate, they're like, "We told her not to eat gluten," and the other day I saw her eating a cupcake. And, you know, I mean, I love her. We love her, and we feel like our love for her translates into our son or daughter. Actually, everyone knows
they have
that.
every intention of keeping the relationship going afterwards, but then they never do.
Oh, never.
They
Right.
never
No.
do.
Could you mind?
And they just talk shit about
As
it.
they're taking the baby from her, they're like, "Could you sign this, please?" She's got the fucking cord still
They're
stuck
like,
to
"What,
her
did
stomach.
I just signed exclusive rights to
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
reproductive.
We'd like to keep your stem. We want all of the baby's stuff, all of its various mucus and everything for, in case there's some problems later.
Right.
But
And 10%
Yeah.
of all future
yeah, can we call you an Uber?
childbearing. We'll call you
We'll
an
call you
Uber.
an Uber.
But it's like an Uber
Oh,
pool.
Yeah, Uber. Yeah,
They
exactly. Yeah,
call
I was
her
going to
up
be
and-
nice. I was going to be Uber Black.
Okay.
You deserve it. You need a chariot because now you're a queen. Put their surrogate in an Uber Black.
Somebody's been practicing to
Yeah.
be a gay guy.
Oh, you're like, she's over there like covered, pallid face covered in sweat. You're like, ooh, an Acura MDX. Ooh, goodness gracious. Should we? He goes to your partner. You're like, should we tell him to put like a towel down or something? She's still dripping. Or is that going to affect our rating? Honey, what if we Venmo you money and you use your Uber account? We'll pay for it. But I just, I'm a 4.9, and I feel like if there's, baby juices, you just might get and at this point, they're your baby juices.
Yeah.
We have the baby.
Yeah.
If you're a mess there, it's kind of on you, honey. So anyway, yeah, I just think it's obnoxious. And also, like, I feel like if you're in show business and you're making like a bazillion dollars, I feel like you should be a little embarrassed by it, to a certain extent. Like, okay,
to embarrassed of having a surrogate or embarrassed
okay,
of
no,
what?
I'm leaving all that. That's done.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is, so Andy Cohen has purchased, and he's currently building, apparently, some like $50 billion, not 50 billion, but whatever, some massive house in East Hampton that is, or Amagansett or whatever, that is right on the water, and he's right next door to Sarah Jessica Parker, apparently.
Ooh.
And Anderson Cooper was on Howard recently, and he was like, "Oh yeah, all Andy's ever wanted to do his whole life is live next to Sarah Jessica Parker." And I know I sound like I'm hating on. I mean,
that may be the gayest aspiration I've ever
really
heard in my
is.
life.
Yeah, goes like knocks on the window, like, "Oh
Shit.
I made flax."
Like I thought it would include Madonna or Liberace or I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think once you're,
But Sarah Jessica Parker.
she's also the gateway to other like fabulous women. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I bet Sarah Jessica Parker has had, and also like Madonna's too much of a weirdo. Like, I don't think she goes into the sun.
Yeah.
You know, I think Andy Cohen kind of pretends that he's like this fabulous little like wasp. You know,
But
like
approachable. Yeah.
yeah, like, and you know, probably has like one of those like Toyota Land Cruisers from like 1985. You know,
I guess I'm curious if they have a I mean, they're friends. I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like lifetime Haggery award.
Yes.
So I mean, like they're very.
Close. There's a scene out there. Like,
Yeah.
you know
got
what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Because
there's
I think in the context you initially sort of mentioned it, I didn't connect that they were friends and that.
Yes.
Okay.
like if you can
It's
swing
like
it.
chosen fabulous family.
Yes. Like I would imagine, like in my mind, in that group would be Andy Cohen, Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm going to throw a weird one in there right now.
Please.
Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Because, yeah, Bon Jovi.
D. Snyder.
Yeah.
What?
No, I wish. No, D. Snyder's like, he's a West Hampton boy. He's a Bay Beach.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm
I'm sure
saying.
these are all great references.
Well,
I don't get
what
all
I
of them.
mean is that it's less expensive to have a house on
assume,
the
yeah, I
Okay,
assume,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
figured.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Moving forward. So,
Could you imagine?
yes, could you imagine? Right. And then like the older group of that would be like that Ina Garten and maybe like people that are so wealthy that they, even though they live in Los Angeles, they'll have some huge house in the Hamptons and
Okay.
they'll spend August there, or they'll spend July there, or maybe not even, they'll spend 2 weeks there or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But I the whole idea of like, if you sit somebody down and you go, "Oh, this guy's worth $400 million," and because he created the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, like I would, if I sat Andy Cohen down and he was like a super nice guy, and I don't know how self-aware he is, where he'd be like, "I know, I'm ridiculous, right?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't
That's
know.
a great question. That's the first question I would ask.
Yeah, you would know
Like,
immediately.
do you
like,
know that's silly, right?
Yeah. Like you're wearing an embroidered lobster belt and, you know, like white fucking patent leather, boat shoes. And
I feel like he's always kind of moving to music that he can only hear.
Oh, yeah.
It's
You guys-
weird. Like
yeah.
he's always kind of like
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And he's just,
weird. He's a
yeah.
weird dude. He's
like
a
you're
weird
looking
fucking
around, you're
dude.
like, where is that? You look up, there's like a DJ in a blimp. Just follow him.
Right.
Just in a, just
Maybe
a
that's
blimp
what it
DJ.
is.
Yeah. He's
Got
like,
an
don't look up.
invisible
Only I
blimp
can look
DJ.
up because I'm paying for it. Don't look up.
Yes.
So anyway, so I feel like if you have all of that, if you've made money with something as ridiculous as that, my hope would be that you're like,
You should counterbalance it by taking in a parentless child.
yeah, not be
Yeah.
like- yeah,
Yeah.
not
I'll
go and
agree.
like have
Go like Angelina Jolie.
because
or
then
something.
I also feel like the baby's
Go
like
third world.
yeah, oh yeah, she walked the walk.
Mm-hmm.
She's like she went to some orphanage in Africa. She's like, do you have one with a cleft palate?
Right.
Because I like
yeah, and
yes.
do something with more deformities.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a limp, but I'd like him to see like a drag. I want to see a foot drag.
You want to defy all odds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't want. Oh, do you have anybody with no shins? I'd like a shinless. Can I adopt a shinless 17-year-old with Down
Weirdly
syndrome?
specific,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Like-
Then give us a minute. So Anyway, that's my feeling about Andy Cohen. And like, because I listen to Howard Stern, of course, and but when I hear him like talk about like, oh yeah, we went out with, who's like in that fucking weird group is Robert Downey Jr. Have you seen a picture?
yeah.
Have you seen a picture of him recently?
No.
He looks fucking bizarre. Like,
Oh, his face. Yeah, his face is crazy, right?
yeah. He also like he looks like he weighs about 130 pounds.
130 pounds. There's a weird look when you manicure your facial hair too well.
Yes.
Where you become villain, like you look like a villain.
Yeah, or you look like
a gay villain.
Yeah, or like Drag on the Weekends. Like,
Right.
yeah, like you,
Like
yeah,
the weird, like, yeah,
like the
I don't know.
eyebrows and everything. And also, like, he's on, like, I was watching Instagram, Brian M. Show on Instagram. Thank you. And then your Instagram handle is bizarre. It's just Adam with like about 55 numbers behind it.
No, that's
No,
not
you know what
me.
that is? That's TikTok.
Oh yeah, because I'm not
Exactly.
really on
Right.
TikTok.
What are you on? What are you on Instagram?
It's my name, Adam Hineker.
Okay.
Yep.
Not Adam Hinniker 60,
I'm
69.
not active on really much.
All right, fine. You're cooler than everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I adopt
Yeah.
children.
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly. You're like, I'm too busy adopting African babies.
I don't even own a television.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a child with two foreheads, but not an 8 head? I mean, wide.
Right.
I want a wide forehead, like that hammerhead guy from Return of the Jedi. I want a Return of the Jedi Admiral baby, blacker than midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So what I'm saying is like, I was watching Instagram, and all of a sudden, there was some advertisement for like, I don't even remember what it was. But it was like insurance, or it was like an app. It was some sort of an app, and I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, that guy looks a lot like a weird Robert Downey Jr. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, that's fucking Robert Downey Jr. And he's like, and it's some kind of like, yeah, look it up.
I
Like,
just want to look up a very current.
or look up Robert Downey Jr. currency fucking commercial or
okay.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that is him. I mean, it took me a minute. I was like, oh wow,
It's like a crypto thing.
some bullshit. I don't know. It was something like, but it has to be something that he has to have a financial stake in, because
Sure. Yeah, he's probably some kind of
like
market.
Bill Shatner, like we're friends. William Shatner
Billy.
with Priceline.
Bill Shatner.
Yeah, Billy Shatner. Yeah, and I thought to myself, I'm like, unless this company has incredibly deep pockets and like they're owned by some businessman in Dubai, and he's like, get me Iron Man.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Bring
He's-
me Tony Stark.
Yeah. He's like, this is Robert Downey Jr. for HelloFresh. Promo code Iron Man, all in caps. They're like, what do you pay? Would you pay him $190 million? So, did you find anything?
I mean, I somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks how I remembered him.
Yeah. I don't know if he's had work done or whatever, but and most actors have like huge heads and tiny bodies.
Yeah,
and,
they're little floating lollipop.
yeah,
head
and that's
people.
certainly what he is. But
But it's like that goatee and like when you do kind of the full beard or goatee thing, and I mean, you can't pay too much attention to it. 'Cause
No.
or even the beard line when it's like,
oh yeah, no,
here, and it's too, I don't know, I find
it's like
it weird.
it's like Dominican, like
kind of, yeah, unless you're
like a
like
stencil beard.
yeah.
Plus, also, you know what that
or a
tells me?
Backstreet Boy.
You got to get that done. Also, guys that do that invariably are bald or are balding.
Oh,
Do you know what I
okay.
mean? Like
So
that's
they're just paying more. They're taking the attention you would
yeah.
put on the top and
They're
put
like,
it on the front.
I know I don't have any hair up here, but look at my Yankees beard. It's got the
Yeah.
Yankees fucking symbol in it. Look at that. Look at that. Anybody want to fuck me now? What about
How
you?
about now?
Any of you fag hags want to get on top of this? Anybody want a weird beard ride?
No.
I don't have a mustache, but I have a weird beard ride. I'll
Yeah.
just blow my cheeks out like a chipmunk. Get on there. Rub your pussy on my cheeks. Ah. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like, and those guys, you have to go to the barber, because I couldn't do it. Well, I'm fucking blind as shit, but like,
Well, I think they do a fair amount at home too. Well, maybe not the famous guy because they're like in fucking hair and makeup and shit.
yeah, but I do know that's why black barber shops are. They're so busy because black guys are always getting haircuts because they keep their hair short. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, it's like
So-
a thing.
Yeah, and then you go hang out in it, and you say hilarious things about each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's funny?
And every patron's played by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, they right. They made a You know the barbershop movies? They made like a couple of them. They also made Beauty Shop.
Yeah.
And I read to be in Beauty Shop 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to who's that agent? Oh God, it doesn't really matter, I guess. But
Ari Gold.
yeah, Ari Gold, Emmanuel, the guy that's now the mayor of Chicago, and now he isn't again.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. But so anyway, I got a call, and she was like, they shot that Beauty Shop movie in Baltimore. So I went down to Baltimore, and I read the character was a white guy that walked into the beauty shop.
A white guy that drives like this.
Yeah, and hilarity ensues. I went in and, I was like...
Wait, excuse me. I just want to clarify how I be driving.
Yeah, pardon me. Excuse me, girls.
How I be talking.
Pardon me. Is there a place around here where there sells cheese? They're all like, look at this white motherfucker.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of our beauty shop.
Can't believe how many times they put the word preposterous in
Or
this.
they bring me in and they go, we're going to give you a makeover. And I get my eyebrows threaded and they sell me a bunch of hair that I leave with. Right. We done him good, don't we, girls? Yeah, exactly.
Senegalese twist.
Yeah, exactly. So but I didn't get the part. So that was what happened. I know. I was so funny too because I like the side.
That would have been fucking what a crazy environment for you to have been in.
Yeah, it was like would have been a day rate, probably 2 days or something. Yeah, I was ready to do. The problem is like I think you'd have to look even like if it's possible dorkier. You know what I mean? I don't know. Clearly,
like some of the you dress like
yes, I do
like a Mr. Peanut.
Oh, I could do it. I could definitely like I could. Listen, I would have hired me, but
you could have. Potentially brought your own wardrobe. You could have shown up and gone like, "Whoa, you're already in."
Dude,
you're like, "No, this is how I."
When I shot that Alibaba commercial, I showed up in shorts and a Lacoste shirt, and the wardrobe was shorts and a Lacoste shirt.
They just put like a different
yeah,
color.
It was like burgundy, and it wasn't Lacoste because you can't have the fucking crocodile.
They
there,
give you shorts with pleats.
Yeah. Oh my God, you imagine pleated shorts? You know what's funny now? With pants and everything now, baggy pants. I just bought a pair of jeans, and one of my daughters was like, "Oh, you're wearing boomer jeans." And
oh wait, what are boomer? Am I wearing boomer jeans?
Well, there's skinny jeans are now boomer jeans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if you're wearing skinny jeans or slim cut,
so what do you wear? What's the
massive pantaloons? No, you wear like baggier pants now. Like
I got a pair of Jinkos that I've been holding on to for.
I have a pair of Cavaricis I'm dying to dust off.
Let's get out there.
Where the pleats have pleats.
Let's hit the boiler room.
Yeah, look at that one over there. She's got one of those sticks with a knapsack tied to the back of it. Yeah.
Polka dots.
Yeah, look at her. She's got a bunch of frying pans like hanging
like
off.
Looney Tunes homeless.
Yeah, she's like cartoonishly homeless. Right. She's got like one of those like cork beards, like a cork thing.
Just hopped off a boxcar.
Right. She's like, they're playing my song. It's like, brother, can you spare a dime? So anyway, but yeah, it's the kind of thing where fuck, I'm like losing my mind here. What are we were just talking about something? Right before we went
Baltimore, dressing like a white guy.
Dressing like a white guy, yeah, for sure. No, the pants. So the jeans. So
the new
right.
What are boomer jeans? Yeah, I think I probably am wearing boomer jeans.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not getting into.
Is your daughter? I want to ask her if she'll probably come home before I leave, right?
They're probably
so
yeah.
I want to ask her opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not changing the circumference of my pant leg anymore. You know what I mean? Like I like my. I'm not buying.
I just do a straight. It's kind of a straight.
Yes.
I wouldn't say they're slim, but
there's
know.
Okay. The way that because I buy Todd Snyder jeans and there's
I wear Tom Snyder jeans.
Is that a thing?
He was the guy, the late night guy.
Oh my God, with the white hair and the smoking.
Yes.
Next we have right, exactly.
The frosted
Art Linkletter after the break.
In a place,
by the way, that's a good Tom Snyder. Exactly.
Is it? Okay.
That was so long ago. Like you smoked on television, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Next we have Ralph Nader is going to come out here and talk about seatbelts. There you go. But no, so like Todd Snyder it goes like this. It goes skinny, okay, and that's probably really that's slim, which is probably what you're talking about, and then relaxed. And then
Gotcha.
I feel like now, like I think it's double relaxed. I think that's what people are wearing. Like too much. Like it's more than you would see.
Okay.
And I've seen pleats come back. I haven't seen pleated jeans, but pleats are definitely like a thing now. So
Yeah, I see them from time to time.
yeah, but more than not. It was so funny. A couple of years ago, I was watching TV, and Harry Styles was singing that Watermelon song. And he was like, and I was some kind of show. It was actually on Howard, actually. And I'm looking at his pants, and I'm like, oh, he's wearing pleated dress pants. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
about
right. Coming back though. I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna see more of that.
How long ago was this?
This was 3 years
You
ago.
would you would see it from that. Speaking of Sarah Jessica Parker, like I could definitely see her wearing like pleats.
And she's like 60. Cleats? You mean like soccer
No,
cleats?
but cleats and cleats, pleats and
Pleats
cleats.
and
Yeah.
cleats. It's the new
You could
look.
see her wearing. Yeah.
Well, and then I did a bit of a dive in terms of jeans because I was looking, and then sure enough, I went on like the Gucci website, and the Gucci jeans are wide. Everyone is doing like wide leg jeans.
Interesting.
Not like flared, but that's definitely what you're seeing. You're seeing like a lot of fabric.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't keep up.
No.
But
Although I will say this, like skinny jeans, slim jeans, whatever you want to call them, they've been around for a long time. So I can see how the denim industry is due for a refresh.
yeah,
it makes sense.
It has been a long time, and they've kind of had a few different incarnations. Too,
Yeah,
where
like Selwich denim. You know what that is?
is that like the real
SEL.
raw stuff?
Well, that's Japanese denim.
Oh.
But yeah, I believe Selwich is something like that. But like, yeah, you can buy, like
The ones where you have to like put them on and get in the bathtub to fucking like get them to fit.
you have
properly.
to carry a bathtub around with you. Yeah.
And it has to be a claw foot.
And you
bathtub.
and you never actually clean them. You put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like those weird, crazy raw denim.
yeah, and you're right, and you can cut hard cheese with the crease that you make in the bottom. You
Yes.
peg your own jeans.
Great Parmesan.
I wonder if acid wash will ever come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think everything comes back. I think everything's just cyclical.
I think but like there's a few things that like I don't think we'll ever see like hair metal come back necessarily.
Oh, I don't mean like.
Why? Yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
I think acid wash like for example, like an acid wash bodysuit, big jacket and pants where you're like, that's a thing that people would wear. You wouldn't see a lot of it, but you would wear like in the 70s. You ever look at like a Montgomery Ward catalog from like 1978?
All the
like,
time.
The clothes, right? You're like right now, as a matter of fact.
Cranking it
It's in my
over
lap.
there.
But it's like those clothes are ridiculous. It's like giant collars, and it's like
Oh yeah. Oh, God,
but
70s were.
and yeah, but guys that like you could walk into Sears and buy a jumpsuit unironically. You know what I mean? Like so.
Right.
But you're not going to see that again. I don't. There's certain things I think in fashion that, like in the 20s they had those shirts where you could take the collar off. Like that little weird round collar.
Yeah.
Hey, do the Lindy.
Yeah, and your fucking wife would get out the the Scotch Guard or whatever the fuck, the starch and fucking
some sort of
press
like
it.
anthrax or arsenic. Yeah, some sort of right. Hey, have that mulatto bleach my shorts over here now. Yeah, no, I don't think you'll ever see removable. I get upset. Like I don't like a button fly, and I buy these.
Yeah, I don't either. I
Because
don't have that kind of time.
no, plus my cock is so meaty. It's just
Sure.
like it's hard
Sure.
to me to
But
stuff
at
it.
least you can't. There's no zipper.
3 buttons won't
You
do
won't
it.
accidentally zip a nut in them.
No, you're right. The button, but my waist size, I've gone from a 36 to a 31.
Nice.
And well, we'll see if I can keep it. I don't know, but I can't wear my pants, my jeans. They're just huge. I mean, whatever, it's fine. But I mean, I can't. I have like fabric spilling over. So I've bought a couple of these Todd Snyder like these chinos, and I like them, but they're weird because I don't like jeans. You can just wear them. You don't have to fucking worry about them. These chinos are weird because you wear them, and they kind of get wrinkly. You know what I mean? But you can wear them a couple of times, but you can't wear them like a blazer. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
They're not like they're almost dress pants, but they're not. They're called 5-pocket chinos, and so they're like they're the same cut as jeans, and they're same like skinny, slim,
Gotcha,
regular.
Gotcha. Wait, the pockets do they like? Is there a curve to them like jeans,
Well,
or is it?
yeah.
Or
So
is
it's
it
like
a slit like a
two in the front, two in the back.
chino?
I don't know where that fifth pocket is. Maybe they're talking about. I
penny
don't know.
pocket maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's that little penny. Yeah, probably.
Coke pocket.
That's what I was saying. It's my cocaine pocket. It's my
Uh-huh.
bullet pocket.
Yeah.
It's where I put my rubbers. Yeah, my rubbers in there. Rubbers and blow. But yeah, so there it's like the same cut, but the fabric is like a cotton. It's like a chino, whatever that.
Yeah.
But they're weird pants because, like I said, you can't wear them with a blazer because they're too rumply. But you can, but they're kind of formal, sort of. I don't know. Anyway,
Interesting.
they're about $198, and that's a weird thing to say about $198.
They're roughly
190,
190,
187,
198.79.
Yeah, with the tax, going to bring in about 211.55, roughly. I'm guessing, but I go on Poshmark. You know what that is?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was looking.
I've heard of it. I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever been
You
on
should check it out. It's
Yeah,
really
what's
good.
what's on it?
Well, here's what you do. You go on Poshmark, promo code Ironman. It's a callback, everybody. You go on Poshmark, and what you do is for example, what I did is you type in Todd Snyder, and then it'll bring up the thing, and then there's all these filters. So you click filter, then you can do men, color, waist size. You can really get in there. And then at the very bottom, you have condition, and it's either whatever it is or new with tags.
Yeah.
And I just checked new with tags.
Gotcha.
And then you see what happens. And for some reason, I was on there, and I saw the slim 3132, which is the same, because I just bought a pair of these last weekend, and I saw the same slim. They're kind of but these are corduroy, the one I'm looking at, and these go for $158, and I got them for $50.
Nice.
But they have the tags, so I don't know who or buy or what. You know what I mean? Like,
interesting. Okay.
I don't know. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I recently, because I've sold some stuff on Poshmark, I recently sold a watch on Poshmark, and that person got a really good deal. And when they resell the watch on Poshmark, they call it reposhed, and the guy put it back on Poshmark for double what he paid me for.
He flipped your watch.
He's trying to flip it.
Son of a bitch.
Well, listen, man, that's capitalism. That's and also, let's say, for example, these pants that I wanted, even though it's a really good deal, even they wanted $55, but you can make an offer. So I came in, I was like, $40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but then he
Nice.
came back and he was
Shrewd.
like, $50. Oh, yeah. I ride the snake. I get in there.
Right.
Yeah, I am a real, let's just say I'm one of those folks that doesn't celebrate Christmas, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I got in there with the $50. And it's sometimes, you throw it in there I like Lululemon. Do you like Lululemon?
I didn't know that they made clothing for men.
They do? Kidding. Yeah, they make men's clothing.
Yeah.
Sure they
Okay.
do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of their yoga pants on ladies that I see on the
just
subway.
call it athletic wear.
Okay.
You can also do Pilates in those.
Yeah. Zumba.
Zumba with your Roomba. Why am I going to buy you something to vacuum? I married a woman.
Right.
No, they make
There's the clock on the stove and things of that nature.
Why tennis bracelet? Play tennis. Maybe lose some weight. Fucking
fuck yeah.
misogynies. Fucking the tits. Fucking the kids ruined your body and things like that. No, what happened was Lululemon does make men's stuff, and for those of you who are listening, it's it's a what do you just athletic wear company,
Yeah.
And you know what somebody told me? They were like, they go, do you know why it's called Lululemon? I said, why? They said, because they don't want Asians to buy it because the person that owns it doesn't like Chinese people. I was like, that is ridiculous.
No way, that's true.
If you Google it, I bet it pops right up.
Okay.
You don't have to. I'm just saying,
that's
yeah.
going to be probably a deep.
I know.
I'm going to probably have to go on 4chan
Yeah.
to get that is absolute. That sounds like a bar joke or a street joke.
It's really that is an
You
urban
know why they
legend.
call it Lululemon?
Oh, because they hate fucking Asians.
The owners like Orientals.
Yeah, Lululemon. So anyway, I'm telling you, it's a thing. If you look it up, you'll see it.
Wow.
People think that it's like they're anti. As a matter of fact, it may even be such a thing. You know what? Let's just Google it. Maybe I'm full of shit.
I mean, I don't. It's one of those things I don't know that we'll be able to.
Sure, you will.
Definitively.
Or at the very least, you'll see if it's part of the conversation.
But do you? Oh yeah.
Is
Is
Lululemon named that because they hate Chinese people? I don't know.
Let's see if it auto if it autofills to that. Is Lululemon named
That because
that
it'd be so funny. You type in CHI, it just goes to
they
chinks.
hate? Should we just say Asians?
Yeah, sure.
Funny. We could. I probably just could have.
What do you got?
With anti-Asian violence rising, it's past time for Lululemon to change its name. Wow, I think you're right.
Yep.
I think you're right. This is the Prism.
Yep. See? See,
Content.
Mom, not everything is a lie.
That's almost all I have to even hear because, like you said, if it's part of the conversation, if it's a thing people are talking about,
Yeah.
After years of pandemic-fueled anti-Asian hate crimes, U.S. corporations have finally started decrying.
Yeah.
Decreeing?
That's like denying.
Anti-Asian violence. Athletic wear maker Lululemon recently joined the chorus in early March, sharing "Stop Asian Hate" messages on social media. However, it's difficult to take the company's acknowledgement
Right. Seriously.
that there are instances in our history, where we let this community down. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah. It's a thing, but so clearly it's a thing that comes right up. So see, look, there you go.
Oh, no, here we go. In 2004, Lululemon founder Chip Wilson reportedly said he chose the name because it was funny to watch Japanese people try to say it. Yeah, so that's all.
And by the way,
know.
he's not wrong.
And if he said, right, what if he just has a touch of Asperger's or something?
What a throwaway.
Like, it's funny, and then we're like, yeah, I guess it is.
That sounds
You're
like
right.
the kind of thing where he's like, he's like doing coke off of the back of a toilet in some club somewhere, and he's like, "You guys know why I named it Lululemon?"
They're like, "Care to
'Cause
comment,
fucking
Mr.
Chinks can't fucking say it." And then some guy in the
Jesus
bathroom
Christ.
stall with him is like, "I'm telling everyone you said that."
I'm telling everyone.
You know, I'm telling Todd. So I don't know who Todd is,
Wow.
but he's telling Todd. Yeah. So anyway, so I went on. So Lululemon makes. Oh god, this is so queer, but who cares? I mean, they make.
Yeah, I
these,
didn't realize that. I mean, I figured there probably is a corner of men's stuff, but now they're really like getting into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think because I was in a store with an ex-girlfriend once, and yeah, I don't think usually when you're in that situation, you're like, oh, let me see if there's any guy stuff, and I think that store maybe they just didn't have any.
There's a huge the Lululemon.
But this was 5 years ago, 5+ years ago.
I don't know when they introduced the men's line, but I can tell you that if you go to the one in Columbus Circle, the entire top floor is men's stuff.
Yeah.
The reason why it's just us, which is it's fine, but
Yeah.
Apparently this weekend is like Exotic Con.
Oh yeah, Exotica.
Exotica,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh, okay.
various.
So no gals were available.
If we were to have some kind of one of these girls, which is fine,
Sure.
they're
Of course.
they're at. Is that in New Jersey? We should go.
Yeah, Edison, New Jersey. I was thinking about maybe at some
Oh, yeah,
point.
should go over there.
Yeah.
Hey,
could be fun.
Sarah J, remember us? Man, you got quite a dumper on you, honey.
Yeah, I feel like that would be maybe the worst place to. Actually, I was just talking about. We had Jocelyn Jane on MLC, and I think it was before the show. We were just chatting, and she said it's really crazy because I'm like, what is it like to meet all your people in real
When you
life.
say people, do you mean
your
mean
fans.
contemporary? Oh, you mean fans?
No,
I thought you
your
meant
fans. And she's like, it's crazy. You feel like a real celebrity because it's
right.
And these are my words, but it's all perverts that are like obsessed with. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone they've been like practicing in the mirror what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
and shit,
everyone you're
probably.
meeting has come to you. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like many times, probably.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
And by the way, they've come to you so much that they wanted to see you in
that
person.
they wanted to see you in person.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to be such a super fan.
They took mass transit to get here.
Mm-hmm.
They bought a ticket to stand in line. And I guess it's probably like
Right.
It's probably like seeing anybody else. You pay $10 and you get a picture with her or something like that. Or
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that there's like certain places that certain girls will give you a lap dance for $50 or
all
something.
right,
Like
now
it's-
you're talking.
Yeah, if you want to get a lap dance under fluorescent lighting in like the
yeah.
fucking in like a
She's like, take off that fanny pack and your prosthetic leg. Yeah. Hey, thanks. This is really
hotter
fun.
than a
Like blowing their load in their Dockers. Just like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, this is great. Oh, my God.
There's nothing like blowing your load in the Civic Center.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Jesus, near the light rail.
I should have worn my Lululemon.
Yeah, I mean that is just fucking. Yeah, it seems. Seems weird.
I have a hard time thinking about like a sexy event in New Jersey. Like I would like to go to CES,
Right.
which is a big one in Vegas.
Okay, yeah, which is a sexy place to go.
And I've been to one of these things, and I know we'll get to everybody in a second. I'm sorry, I know we just kind of went off on a thing, but years ago, I wish I had pictures from it, but I was hired to host it was a pirate party.
Wow.
So there was
Okay.
this promoter guy who was who lived in LA, and I knew him through various things, and he rented out like a big event space,
Okay.
and he promoted it like there are people that dress up like a pirate for like cosplay as pirates,
Right.
and he was like, hey, can you hire, he wanted to hire me to be like, I hosted like a sexy pirate girl thing, and then just walk around and be like, hey, everybody. And I dressed like a yachtman because I had the yacht clothing. So
Okay.
I was a yachtman at the pirate thing.
You were maybe gonna get hijacked.
Arr, right. We're going to
Somali
need
pirates.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm the captain. Arr.
Yeah, they're like
Right.
they got the whole
Yeah.
crate of Chardonnay
Your teeth look like
and chinos.
Yes.
$198 chinos.
Yeah.
And a crate of
Yeah,
Chardonnay.
exactly. Your teeth look like tombstones, says I. Right. What, some forehead on you, says I.
Right.
No, but I went around and there were guys, and it was like a fun thing. People all dressed up and everything. It was it was in a hotel ballroom.
Okay, fun.
In the Valley. Yeah, it was at the Sportsman's Lodge, as a matter of fact, if you've ever been there. It's lovely. But I remember like the girls were really hot. Like they were like,
Hot pirates.
yeah, like, I mean, LA's just full of like idiots.
Any jokes about booty? Pirate
Oh,
booty?
man.
Going around?
Too easy, really.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Right, I go, I'm Buccaneer, I'm so gay, I'm a buck of queer, arr, says I, things of this nature.
Nice.
Chip, pirate chip.
The swashbuckler.
Buckler, what do you, got a belt on or something, buckling?
Walk the plank and things of that nature.
Walk the plank, make sure you don't get a splinter in your foot if the plank is wooden and things of that nature. You're nailing these jokes, aren't you? Okay. Let's go check in with everybody.
Let's say hi to some folks because we got some comments.
Sure.
Hi to Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Ted, always the first one on. Hey,
Hi, Ted.
gals.
Hey, baby.
With the ribbing. Ted says, I see Derek, Clive, Nigel, and Kevin behind you. Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, all the
probably
boys,
their
you know.
names.
Yeah.
Derek, Clive, Nigel, Kevin. Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
circumcised.
Kevin's wife definitely does not know where
No.
he is.
Oh, and I just realized I'm wearing my
And she
deep throat.
definitely doesn't know about Nigel. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
wearing my deep throat T-shirt. I didn't even realize.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy,
Right. Damiano. Gerard Damiano
Junior.
Jr. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Little Gerard, literally and figuratively.
Little Jer. Brian says Brock says, is Brian going for the Gino look? Because you got
Oh yeah, the headband.
Yeah,
yeah,
yours doesn't
I
have
don't
a
know.
team on it.
Oh,
though.
in case anybody cares, I'm supposed to see Jim Jeffries tonight because he's in New York, and we're supposed to get together for an early dinner with his wife and kid, and then I'm going to go to the Beacon with my friend Pete. But I don't know if it's even going to happen. We talked about it on Wednesday, and I haven't heard back. So, yeah, I guess you're right. I forgot about him.
Brian?
I forgot what? I forgot I'm wearing this. Yeah, Gino.
Yeah.
Get ready for the N word.
And then Morago Steve says Gino Bisconti loves sucking toes. He wrote that in all caps.
Oh wow.
That was right. That was the follow up to that one.
Ooh, Keanu's.
I wanted to honor that one.
Keanu's little piggies.
Yeah, her little piggies.
Yep.
Jimmy I says more like Patty Duke headband.
You fucking get it.
Fucking roasted.
Duke of Earl or something.
Ted says Adam is technically Brian's beard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait. So
you want to think about that for a minute?
So like I'm like, hey, I'm like a straight guy, and we talk about chicks together.
You around makes people think I'm not as gay as I really am.
Interesting.
I guess.
You would think
if I was gay, I would be
fucking.
I'd be gay all day long.
Oh fuck yeah, we'd be gay as the day is
Yep.
long. Gayer in a room full of daisies.
Yep. I'd be sucking dick while I'm sucking dick.
Yes.
I'd have one right on deck. Arr.
Matthew says, "Love you, sirs."
You too, Matthew. I know you. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Paul, who I believe is also Ted, but that is his.
Nom de
looks
plume.
like that's his YouTube count is Paul.
Okay.
Says Norton and Carr are our top gays in England. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Graham Norton and Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr or Alan Carr. I was talking about Alan Carr.
We were just talking about him. He's the skinny white comic that is huge over there. Is he gay even? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Hard to tell with English people.
According to Ted, yeah. Let's see. Key says, "Happy Friday, boys."
That's right.
I'm edging to this.
Oh, do
he
it.
said so. He's edging. I don't know if he's edging himself, he or she. I don't know Key what gender Key is, but yeah, they are edging.
I jerked off right before you got here. As a matter of fact,
right?
I'm glad that you were a little
as
late.
I was walking.
Yeah, as you're walking. Well, I'm glad you were. I'm glad. Well, I it turns out I had plenty of time, and now because I'm having such difficulty actually achieving an erection, once I get one now, I just immediately jump on it. It's like catching a fish.
Yeah,
I just reel it in immediately. So
right.
I did homemade amateur stripper cream pie condom break.
Oh Jesus! I almost spilled my soda pop.
That's a genre.
Jesus Christ! And then it gets weird, like and then they have to go get the morning after pill together.
Yeah, I don't hang in that long.
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
I like a little more.
I like when the condom break. And some of them, the guy takes it off and doesn't tell the girl.
Yeah,
and then she turns around and then he goes, "Now you have AIDS." Right. No, but
like
yeah. But a lot of it is like it's always stepsisters.
Sure.
She's like, "We need to wear a condom because if you get me pregnant, the baby will look weird." He's like, "Well, you're only my stepsister." She's like, "You're right. Take it off."
Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
I'm a goose.
Yeah. Citizen says go with Ray DeVito. I'm not sure what that was a.
I don't know.
Reference to. Let's see.
I get a lot.
Okay. Jacob says, Brian, it finally happened. I had some food at a strip club for the very first time. Filet mignon at Rick's Cabaret. Was vomiting all day the next day.
I'm sorry.
Unable to hold anything down for almost 8 hours. But here's the thing. That could be due to a lot of things. So it may have not have been the filet.
Did you get glitter on the cream spinach?
Exactly.
Well, I will tell you.
It could have been body glitter.
There's a place called Highlighters, and that was the last place that I've eaten. And that's a strip club in Arizona, Phoenix. And I went there. That was when I went with the girl Uber driver who dropped me off. And I was like, "You wanted to have dinner with me?" And she was like, "Sure." And she parked the car, and then she came in and told me about how all their guns she has and everything. Yeah. But they had a lobster tail special for $15, and I ordered it. And
$15.
The ammonia, you could smell the ammonia like off of the. I gave the Uber driver I was like, "Do you want to eat this?" She took it home.
Oh man,
she was like,
she probably just threw it out too.
Oh no. This girl was like,
yeah,
I mean,
she was down.
She was like, "You're not eating your lobster tail?" I was like, "I think this thing is sprayed with Windex." And she was like, "I'll take it."
I hope so.
Yeah, it better be Windex.
Right. Key says they are a boy. Because I wasn't sure what gender. And then said, laugh my ass off. That search is perfect. I think we should talk about the Lululemon thing, maybe. And then Gustav says, Brian, what's it going to take to make a KB reunion show happen? Name the price.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would do it for free. All
Yeah.
they have to do is call me. I don't know how much more.
Let's do next week.
All right, you set it up. Great.
Maybe we can try to do Friday, and then we can just
Sounds good.
because the thing is it'll be. I mean, you can just do it on your phone. You don't have to.
You'll help me out. With
I'll
it.
walk you through it on
Yeah.
FaceTime. It's not a big deal.
You know, it'd be
We'll do
great
it next
if
week.
somebody else from Friends dies, and then Kevin's like double ha,
Right.
and then we can really. Then
Right,
we'll really
Lisa-
get
maybe
some.
Lisa Kudrow kicks off.
Yeah, exactly. David Schwimmer. Sounds like you aren't much of a swimmer. Fucking hot tub death.
Yep.
Fucking
We made
shut
a lot
up.
of those jokes this week. Yeah.
Did he really?
Well,
Well-
somebody else maybe made that joke.
Okay.
And we talked about it.
Okay. I bet Katy Perry's devastated because are they related?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the brothers.
All those Perrys, the Perrys of Schenectady.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go behind the beat.
Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. And I
sign
guess
up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Brian.
get the fucking
McCarthy.
Patreon, please. I need it.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, forget it.
Ringtones.
Oh, and that's about it.
videos.
Oh,
funny
yeah.
videos.
Hours and hours of
I
enjoyment,
mean,
and all of it is
just-
evergreen. So you
Yeah,
know,
it's all
so
evergreen.
just enjoy.